Namaskar. How are you, my dear friends? We are meeting after a long gap. I was not well for some time, so I could not come in contact with you. Now, today, without much introduction, let us share and discuss what is the purpose of life, what are the cardinal aims of living. Cardinal means fundamental, basic. So, today we are discussing about going into the question of what are the fundamental aims of living or what are the basic aims of living, or to put it in simple terms, what is the purpose of living? Not what should be the purpose, but what must be the purpose of living. Because without purpose, there is no meaning at all to living and life. Now, what is life? Now, life cannot be separated from the purpose. Now, what is purpose then? Purpose is the work which we do. The intention behind our work is the purpose. The very objective of working. To make a living, we all work in this world. Now, to make a livelihood, we live in this world, we work in this world. So, what is the meaning or what is the intention behind your work? Why are you working? Definitely, we all work to fulfill the demands of the life, to meet the requirements of life. Then, how shall we work? The question comes. How shall we work? Our work should be in harmony, in tune with the values of the society. We cannot go against the values of the society to reach our personal aims, to reach our individual aims. That is, we cannot exploit the society. When we say society, people who are living in it, to reach our personal aims. When we talk about the aims of living, the goals of living, the targets of living, that is what we work for. We work towards our goals. We work in order to reach our set goals. We set certain goals of life and we work towards it, whether it is to make money, whether it is to have status in the society, whether it is for political power, or whether it is to gratification of the senses. Whatever could be the purpose of living that you set forth, that you describe, that you aim at. Actually, the word aim means to direct at. You are directing your energies, the physical and the psychological, to reach your destination, to reach your target. Now, there are three types of aims which we find in this world. One is personal aims, second one is social aims, and third one is universal aims. Now, your personal aims should not be in contradiction or should not be opposite to the values of the society and the universal values of life. Your personal values must be tuned to, aligned with the values of the society. Means your personal aims must be acceptable to the society at large. Not only the society in which you are living, but all the societies which are there in this world, following different cultures. Your personal aims must be acceptable to the societies of the world. So, aim is synonymous with your goals, with your objectives, with your targets of life. They mean the same. All these words, whether you call goals, objectives, or targets, or aims, they mean the same. Each person has his or her own aspirations, dreams of life, objectives. How are you going to achieve these aims? It depends on your work ethics. Means, what are the means of achieving your aims? How do you attain these aims of life which you have set for yourself? Your personal aims should not be a damaging factor, should not cause any kind of damage to the personal goals and personal aspirations of another person. I may be making it very clear. Our set targets, our set objectives of life should not be a stumbling block, should not cause any hurdles to the personal aims of others also. Being in the society, we must facilitate achieving, meeting the aims, meeting the targets of life. That's what I am trying to say. Now, some aims are easily achievable, which we call them as proximate aims. Proximate means very nearer to us, the nearest goals of life. Some goals are very distant. See, the proximate, the nearest goals take very short time. For example, to take a step ahead, just to set one step in front. That is the easiest goal that you can achieve. But if you want to walk 100 kilometers or 1000 kilometers, maybe run a marathon, that is a distant goal or distant aim of life that will take a longer term. So shorter goals are there and distant long-term goals are also there. There are no shortcuts to the aims of life. When I say shortcut is something which is a deviation from the set values of the society. Your life must be led, your work must be according to the values of the society. Never forget this. See, what is causing turbulence, what is causing disorder in the society is your deviation from the value system. Now, based upon the time taken by a person to reach the aims, the fundamental aims of life, the basic needs of life, aims are of four types. That is goals. Goals are the nearest aims of life rather. And next one is objectives. Objectives means they are farther from the goals, they take a longer term. Then comes the aims of life, which take again longer term than the objectives. And finally, you have at the apex, you have ideals. Ideals are the longest term goals which you may or may not attain in your lifetime. Having achieved an ideal, even if you deviate once, again you fall at the bottom. So, one has to be very careful while setting up the goals. Then comes, what are the fundamental cardinal goals of life? Let us examine one after the other. Now, the first fundamental cardinal principle of life is to be a worthy member of the family. Worthy means reliable, dependable, trustworthy. We are all born in a family. Are we trustworthy? Can our family members depend on us, trust us, rely on us? Because the family has to work as a unit. Then only the family progresses. Even if one member becomes selfish or self-centered, the entire family collapses. Even if one member does anything wrong, basically wrong, or a blunder, the entire family suffers. So one has to achieve the very basic aim of life, that is to be a reliable member in the family. The second one is to use your leisure time properly. Means everybody has ample leisure in their life. How do you use this leisure time, your free time? That will decide your progress, that will decide your status and your achievements. Most of the people waste their precious life in entertaining themselves. They get addicted to entertainment. The third one is to be a desirable member of the society. As we talked about, every member has to discharge his or her social roles or responsibilities towards the society properly. Now, they cannot cause any delay in discharging their duties towards the society. Their functioning will decide the welfare and harmony and the development of the society. After all, social development depends on the combined efforts of the people. The fourth point is to lead a constructive life. You know, there are two ways of living. One is constructive, another is destructive. That is positive thinking and negative thinking. Of course, there is also overthinking. So you should know what to think and how to execute your thinking, how to execute your plans. Are your plans in harmony with the social requirements? It has to be. Then only the society develops. We call advanced societies. What does it mean? Advanced society is that wherein the members of the society work sincerely, honestly, and properly in a dignified way, in order. The society which is in order decides the fate of the development of the society. So indirectly, it is the development of the people. The fifth cardinal aim of life must be to have leadership qualities. It does not mean leading the nation. Able to lead yourself first. Can you lead yourself? How do you direct your life? How do you rebuild your life in case of any tragedy in your life? How do you build and how do you rebuild? Rebuilding comes when there is some tragedy, when there is certain drawback, when there is certain, untoward incidents which happen in your life. Now, the sixth one is uniting the people. You must always work towards uniting people, that is, working for the cause, for the common cause of the people, not to go against the norms of the society, against the values of the society, against the basic cause of the society. So, to get united, you must be able to understand what the other person is trying to say. You must be able to listen to the other's point of view, listen to their understanding of life, and be responsive to their requirements. Lastly, the fundamental aim of life is, the cardinal aim of life is international understanding. What is it? International understanding means to understand every human being as the same. The way you are, the other person is also the same. You cannot separate the other person because he follows a different culture. This is causing fragmentation in the world. This is causing division in the world. So you appreciate every culture, every religion, and every custom that is followed all over the world, which we call it as Vishwamanava, that is universal man. You become universal man when you accept everything into your fold. You embrace the culture of the world. So these are the 7 basic cardinal aims of life everybody must inculcate, must develop in order to establish peace and harmony in the world. Please comment and also subscribe. If you would like to say something to me, please pass on. You can raise questions, you can debate, you can differ. Expecting comments from you, suggestions from you. Namaskar.